Hello and welcome to Pushing Cardboard. I'm Grant Lindeberg, and today we're taking a look at Rebel Fury, Battles of the American Civil War, the latest game from Mark Herman on his the system he started. It's called the Civil War Heritage Series. They're calling it here. The first game on this was Gettysburg, which he published in C3I magazine and then in a boxed version as well, and then refined the system a little more with his Waterloo game, which also came out in C3I magazine. And now we have this, which has got six battles: Fredericksburg, Chancellorsville, Chickamauga, Chattanooga, the Wilderness, and Spotsylvania. So I'm happy to say GMT sent me a review copy to have a look at. So I'm going to unbox it first. Then along the way, I'll review it or do a how to play, or I'll figure out something to do with it. But it's a good looking package. It's moderately heavy. It's your standard bookshelf size box. The complexity here is only 3, solitaire suitability 5. I've got a feeling there's going to be like double-sided maps in here, but we'll dig right in and see what comes. See what this game looks like. I know before even opening it, I'd read that Mark had changed the style of the counters a bit, so they're not going to look exactly familiar if you have the Gettysburg game. Okay, here we go. We've got baggies to sort your counters in. No, we've got. This is interesting. This is different already than the. So 10-sided dice, nothing new there, but we have a custom die that looks like it has hits. It's got 3 three images of men and 3 images of explosions. So who knows what that is, but that's something I don't remember from the Gettysburg game at all. All I remember from that one was there was you rolled to see if your artillery depleted. That's mostly what I remember. Well, there's the playbook and the rulebook. I'm going to take a look at the rulebook first because that's the way I'll read them. It's a very good looking cover. Same cover as the box, but that's great. It's a 24-page rule book, matte. Again, here we have lots of white space. Nice big fonts, easy to read. Not a ton of, I say not a ton of illustrations, but here we have an extended movement example, so it is just filled with just 2 full pages of illustrations and how-tos. And another set like that. So, these 24 pages of rules are down to 20 pages at this point. And then now we have some additional rules. I don't know if that means additional rules is an odd choice of words. Usually we have either advanced or optional rules added on, but here it just says additional rules. That's pretty strange. Victory conditions are the same for all scenarios, it says here, so that's interesting. And yeah, all those rules are done by page 20, and then we have a really giant index. So that's a better index than we see in some bigger games. There we go. Here's the playbook. Another 24-page book. Laid out exactly the same as the other one. So this playbook is going to give you the special rules for each and the setup for each scenario. This first one is Fredericksburg. Now we have Chancellorsville. We've got special rules. Some optional rules built right into the scenario. And the setups. Same thing for the rest of the scenarios. See if there's anything else in this book. Just some designer notes. So that's great. It says it's the playbook, but really it's the scenario book, and the examples of play are actually here in the rule book. Here we have a couple of player aid cards. They'll be the same, one for each player. We have a sequence of play, attack results, and terrain effects. There we go. Well, this is kind of a turn track, I'm guessing. Yeah. Remaining moves and remaining attacks. You don't really need to. Once you learn the game, you just keep track of that in your head. But if you wanted to be stickler about it, you could. Turn tracks. I should say one of these scenarios, I think, I didn't look, but I think one of them is actually built as a solitaire scenario. I don't know which one, but anyway, I'm pretty sure one is. That's only single-sided because, of course, it's got to be used in every game. You'd never be able to flip it over. All right, here's the first of the. Oh, this is a Union off-map display. Fredericksburg and Chancellorsville map. So that's got to be something specific to that game. Here's our first sheet of counters. Yeah, he has. Let's zoom right in here. He has changed the counters considerably. The infantry they look like. Can you see that? Little lines of infantry, right? 1, 2, 3 lines sort of there. It still says like who the leader is and whatnot. And then we have counters for the leaders. There's Hooker and Sedgwick. There's Robert E. Interesting. The counters, I'm not sure if I like them. I suppose I'll get used to them. I don't know if I like them more or less. These counters are like 5/8 inch counters, and then there's these little marker counters that are 1/2 inch. We have down here like the turn counters, and then these look like little detachments to me. Which if they use a similar system to the Waterloo game, it says detachment right on them. So maybe if I just read them, here's the back side of the counters. Oh, I see. Yeah. So on one side, they're in march mode. And on the other side, they're arranged for battle line. So that's why the difference in the two sides. That makes it much easier to see who's arrayed for battle and who's this tell you basically who's done moving for sure. Second sheet of counters. Oh, some little special ones for a pontoon bridge down here. Some more detachment counters. Here we are back. Little interruption there. So that's the counter sheets. Good looking counters. Nice quality. And finally we get to the maps. And yeah, it looks like 3 double-sided maps here. So I won't be able to fit them all in, but we'll see what we can get here. This is Fredericksburg, Chancellorsville map. Oh, they're not double-sided. Right, two actions on each map, perhaps. Anyway, this is Fredericksburg and Chancellorsville. We'll zoom in so we can't see the whole thing. We'll let you get a good look at the map here. I know the counters were done by Charlie Kibler. I don't know if the map was by him as well or not. But good looking map. Very much like what we're used to in this series, except much bigger. The games that came in C3I magazine, like the full map was like this, maybe for the Waterloo one twice that, I don't know. But the original Gettysburg one wasn't much bigger than that. So it's interesting to see it'll be interesting to see how the game is on a much bigger map with more units. This is Chickamauga, Chattanooga. So you're much more woods on this map. And we've got two kinds of woods on this map. We've got kind of a light woods and a darker woods, and again, another sort of 2x3 size map. So much bigger than the original game. And then finally, this is the Wilderness and Spotsylvania. And boy, with all the woods on this map, it does look like the Wilderness, doesn't it? It's nothing but woods and streams and a few roads. But there we go. That's the three maps. That's interesting. That's much bigger maps. And if we go back to the playbook where it had the orders of battle. Here's Chattanooga, just as this isn't even a big one. Well, here, Wilderness. There's so many more units. It's a much bigger, so many more units than the original Gettysburg. So he's really widened the scope of the game out. Yeah, I can't wait to play it. I love the Gettysburg game, and I quite love the Waterloo game that's currently on Rally the Troops as well. So it'll be fun to try this and see what it feels like on a much larger field of play. So anyway, there we go. There we have it. Rebel Fury: Battles of the American Civil War by Mark Herman and GMT Games. Thanks for watching. I'm Grant Lindenberg. This has been Pushing Cardboard.